Welcome everyone, you are on Corn This Way. It's Monday. Did you have a hell of a weekend? I did. Did some rocking out, went to some concerts, getting all the energy out of me as we get ready to get into the stretch run here, right? Going into Husker football. Ponder with me, if you will. This time next week, on Monday, Nebraska will be on a plane to Ireland. Hell, I imagine quite a few of you are going to be on a plane to Ireland. Even us. We're going to pack up a few people, cargo ship them over to Ireland. That's right. Game prep time. They're in that mode right now. We're about to see an initial look at this version of Husker football. Very exciting, right? It was a busy weekend. We heard from Scott Frost on Saturday. A lot of things come out of that. We're going to go with a theme today because I see this. I see it in the words. There's some correlation here, right? A little more hope here. That's my job, right? We're going to hype it up until we have a reason not to. Huh? Okay. Running backs. Once again, we hear a coach really talk gushingly about the running backs. Frost did it again on Saturday. Listen to the comment.
Our running back room has really made a giant leap, and it's going to be tough to separate yourself from that group with the guys that we have in that room. The guys in the program have just continued to work and get better. Ramir's done a great job. Yant's better than he was. Gabe's better than he was. And then, we've added a couple really good players with Anthony Grant and A.J. Allen and Emmett, and I think the competition has spurred them to play harder, and Coach Applewhite demands a lot out of those guys. He coaches them hard, and he's getting a lot out of them.
Okay, there you go, right? Y'all, this is about the third time between head coach Scott Frost and running backs coach Brian Applewhite that we've heard them speak about how well the running backs are doing, the depth there, the potential talent, okay? Here's what I'm going to correlate. They're not doing that on their own, right? I mean, they're damn talented, don't get me wrong, but what are you thinking here? Same thing I am, right? Offensive line. It was a position of concern coming into the season, right? Everyone knows that. Something's got to be going right, my friends. They're doing better in some regards, right? Or you wouldn't be speaking glowingly of these running backs. I doubt Scott Frost and Brian Applewhite are up there selling us fairy fables to try to create a competitive advantage, right? Okay, we're not doing that. They're seeing talent. So something's got to be going right with the offensive line. Frost was asked about that on Saturday. Here's what he said.
Put a lot of science into this with the NAPL lab and with Zach, and the guys wear monitors that track overall output and 100 other statistics, and they're more than doubling in a lot of cases the amount of effort that they put out the last couple years in practice. A lot has to do with the type of kids we have, and a lot has to do with Donnie and Aaron working with them. They're doing an unbelievable job. More movement, more coming off the ball, more effort, and their indies are tough. Sometimes I get a little frustrated during team because the linemen are dog tired by the time they get to our team drills. So we'll probably have to curtail that as we get into season a little bit, but the work that they've gotten done is extraordinary.
Man, that's some heavy science right there. Can you imagine that's you getting tracked everywhere, what your maximum effort is? When that damn ice cream truck's across the street at the Gene Leahy Mall from our office, yeah, there's my max effort. But these dudes are putting it in at practice, and they're seeing that dividend. So there you go. The running backs are doing great. You got to think the offensive line's doing pretty well, okay? That's what I read from the weekend comments. That was about the biggest key things I saw. All right. Speaking of things we need to get into further on that theme, things from the weekend you need to read that are really going to help explain a lot of what we just went through. Sam McKeown, right? God bless Sam. Here's the headline. O-line play key, but it's not Donovan Raiola's job to fix NU's offense. There you go. That's the headline. Let's check out a segment from that story. If NU plan works, the one responsibility transfers from the legs of Casey Thompson, Chubba Purdy, and Smothers to that of 6 scholarship running backs Frost seems to like, and an offensive line that has a lot of age, a lot of size, and a lot of pressure. It's the one question I get via text, email, Twitter direct message, you name it. What about the line? There you go, right? Sam's article today, it's the Monday Rewind. Read it. It is loaded with a breakdown of what he's been seeing so far and looking into the comments that have been made about the offensive line and where that's going to play out this season. It's going to answer a ton of your questions. It's a must-read today, and it's on our theme, right? Offensive line. Guess where we're going next? More line. This story also from Sam. Here's the headline. How Nebraska's defensive line went from rebuild to reload in 3 months. Damn, I love that headline. Alliteration there. Clever. We like it. This is on the defensive line, right? Which we've heard about. We know they were going to be good, right? They brought back some really good people, and they brought in some serious transfers. Check out some stuff from this story. Stephen Wynn, the Alabama transfer. We can be as good as we want to be. Honestly, we can be one of the top fronts in the country. This from Sam. Chenander may not quite sign off on that proclamation, but he had a hunch in the spring, and you could be in a better spot in 2022 than it was in 2021. All right? We've talked about that on this show already. You've heard it from our writers. Defensive line has got some really key elements this year that could make it one of the strongest units on that football team, right? Check out that article. Sam really gets into a lot of why that may happen. So there you go. That was our theme today, right? The lines. A little line play here. The pipeline, defensive line. We like it because obviously that's a massive part of how successful Nebraska can be this season. Okay, what's ahead, my friends? Busy week, key week. We already told you. They said that this weekend they have switched to game prep mode. They are on Northwestern. That is their focus. Tuesday, we'll hear from Eric Chenander and the defense, okay? Thursday, Scott Frost, Mark Whipple, offensive players. These press conferences on Tuesday and Thursday are going to be key, I think. You're going to hear a lot divulged. Frost said it on Saturday. He said they're going to have a scrimmage this weekend, which I do believe was yesterday if you were following the Twitters. They would know a lot more about depth chart and who had won starting jobs. So I have a feeling we're going to hear quite a bit about that on Tuesday and Thursday. You're going to want to stay locked in with this, okay? And now, normally on a regular game week, on a Monday before the game, we have the big press conference. Well, this year, got to do it earlier because they're going to Ireland. So Sunday, right? I know you got to put in a little work on the weekend. Sunday, we're going to have a big press conference in the afternoon. Stay with us that day. A lot of information coming out before the Huskers get on that plane to Ireland. Also coming this weekend, our college football preview section. Yeah, that's right. In print, coming up on Sunday and Saturday. But we're going to be teasing it out all this week online. You can see those stories coming, all right? Also, got to take a breath here. Lots of stuff. Saturday, volleyball fan day in Lincoln, right? And the red-white scrimmage. Going to be your first chance to see the 2022 version of Nebraska volleyball. Very exciting. So much stuff, y'all. This is the week you got to get it done with us, okay? $1, 6 months. That's going to get you the whole season. Volleyball and football. A subscription to Omaha.com. Now's the time, my friends. Pull the OWH hat out from under the table and commit to us. We're going to have you locked and loaded with a ton of information. And it's going to be exciting, right? We still have hope. We still have optimism. It's going to be an exciting year. So come along, right? Let's take a ride together on a content volcano. Okay, maybe a little bench on the volcano. There you go. Okay, my friends, hope you have a fantastic week. We're that much closer to seeing college football, and that's a damn good thing. Until that time, keep it real, GBR Nation, and always remember, we'll all just corn this way.